2011.
Honorable members, I have received two notices under Rule 267 from Dr. K. Keshav Rao and Sri Sanjay Singh. They have sought permission for suspension of the listed business. I do not find the notices in conformity with the directions already imparted. I have given my ruling. Sir, Dr. K. Keshav Rao ji, Dr. K. Keshav Rao ji, you have, one second, you have articulated very effectively what you mean to convey, and very effectively and rationally. Having, one second, having taken note of that, I have given my ruling, please. Dr. Ashok Kumar, one second. Honorable members, take your seat. Take your seat. Would you take your seat now? No, would you take your seat? What do you mean by nahi maan sakte? No. What do you mean by being so judgmental? I am surprised. No, I am surprised. बोलिए मुकुल जी, आप बैठिए. लेट मिस्टर मुकुल से.
हमने आपको नोटिस दिया, आपने उसे खारिज किया. आपने कहा कि मौका मिलेगा. मोशन ऑफ थैंक्स पर आप कह सकते हैं. मोशन ऑफ थैंक्स पर एलओपी ने अपनी बात कही, उसको आपने एक्सपंज कर दिया. एलओपी ने कौन सी ऐसी बात कही जो असंसदीय है?
बैठिए. एक मिनट बोले प्रमोद जी. बैठिए. Others may take seat, please take seat.
उड़ीसा असेंबली में, कर्नाटक असेंबली में मैंने 3-4 उदाहरण देखे. जो शब्द नेता विरोधी दल ने प्रयोग किए हैं वो पूरी तरह पार्लियामेंट्री है. यहीं बैठकर मनमोहन सिंह जी ने इन शब्दों का प्रयोग किया था और वो आपकी कार्रवाई में सम्मिलित है, आप देख लें. तो मैं सिर्फ ये कहना चाहता हूं, आप ही के आदेश का पालन हो रहा है कि भाई 267 में नहीं, जब राष्ट्रपति के भाषण पर चर्चा हो बोल लेना, उसमें बोल रहे हैं. तो वो भी अगर नहीं सुना जाएगा तो सर ये संसद का निर्माण जो हुआ है, इसकी जो परंपराएं हैं, आप हमेशा कहते हैं परंपराओं की रक्षा होनी चाहिए. तो मैं सिर्फ ये कहना चाहता हूं, उन परंपराओं की रक्षा करिए. वो जो भी शब्द निकाले गए हैं उन्हें कार्रवाई का अंग बना रहने दें, ये मेरा नम्र निवेदन.
Honorable members, I examine the proceedings in the light of rules framed by the House, and Rule 261 casts an obligation on me to make such sweeping observations that everything has been removed is not appropriate. I expect the honorable members first to go through what has been expunged. I have one second. Sir, please. I would urge you again that we are in a house where some decorum has to be maintained. I have taken my call. Dr. Ashok Kumar Mittal. One second. Please take your seat, Honorable LOP.
सर,
One second.
जो चीज रूल्स के तहत, प्रोसीजर के तहत यहाँ पर बोली जाती है, मैं नहीं समझा कि मेरे स्पीच में कोई ऐसा अनपार्लियामेंट्री और किसी के ऊपर एलिगेशन नहीं था, लेकिन फिर भी उसमें आप चुन चुन के चंद शब्दों का गलत अर्थ निकाले, ऐसा तो नहीं बोलूंगा कि आपको उसके बारे में कुछ अगर संशय है तो वो अलग ढंग से पूछ सकते थे, लेकिन आपने मेरे 6 जगह जो मैंने शब्द इस्तेमाल किए थे, मौनी बाबा और
I would appreciate. What I have explained should not be used.
तो
What I have explained should not be used.
अरे नहीं साहब, इस सदन में बोले सो मैं बोल रहा हूँ। नरसिंह राव जी को वाजपेयी साहब ने खुद एक शब्द कहा था, अभी भी वो अब किताब में है, आप देखिए। और मेरे को जो जब यहाँ बात हमारे चीफ व्हिप रखते हैं हमारे पार्टी की ओर से और सदन की ओर से रखते हैं, तो आप उनको बार बार टोकते रहते हो, ये ठीक नहीं है, आप बैठिए, आप पढ़िए। अब बहुत अच्छा पढ़ के आए साहब, वो तो हार्वर्ड यूनिवर्सिटी के स्टूडेंट है, अच्छा जानते हैं, हिंदी जानते हैं, कन्नड़ा जानते हैं, इंग्लिश जानते हैं, हिंदी जानते हैं, और कौन सी भाषाएं, तो इसीलिए, और संसदीय भाषा जानते हैं, इसके बावजूद भी आप उनको टोकते ही रहते हो। जो मेरा डिफेंस में आता हर रैक्स को टोकना, ये ठीक नहीं है। कृपया आप और एक बार उसको देखिए।
Ultimate defender of the LOP is the chairman.
नहीं, वो नहीं हो रहा ना सर, वो नहीं हो रहा, आप एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हैं।
डॉक्टर अशोक कुमार मित्तल, I have taken 0 hour, not present. Shri Binoy Vishwam.
Thank you, sir. With a saddened heart and with lot of protest, I stand here. My concern and our concern, I should call it, is regarding the miseries of the Manrega workers. Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act workers. Sir, their numbers come to 15.28 crores in this country. And those people, they work for the country. And they are also creating wealth in this country. And their sorrows, livelihoods, should be taken care of by this government and this house, I believe. Sir, in Manrega, we can see that it covers around 2,70,000 and 342 panchayats in the country. Such a wide scheme it is. I am proud to say it is the child of the UPA 1 government, in which the left also played a critical role in evolving the policies. That government made this Manrega project. Sir, I am very constrained to say that this government of today is trying to kill that project, to kill it. The budget presented here in the House, in the Parliament, by the Honorable Finance Minister has allocated only 60,000 crores rupees for that scheme. So that's a paltry amount. And that amount will not be enough to maintain this project for the poor people. So 10 days back, thousands of them came to the national capital under the banner of the AITUC for a struggle. So their demand was that, so simple it is, enhance the working days to 200 in a year. Out of 365 days, they demand only 200 days. Moreover, the minimum wage they demand is only rupees 700. So today they are getting only 217 rupees. The finance minister and the ministers here and the chair, please tell us, how can a family live by this bigger amount? 217 rupees per day. They are not living, surviving. So please think of them and request the House and the government to take the matter seriously and see that at least this remuneration should be improved to rupees 700 and the working days to be increased to 700 days and their minimum salary should be, wage should be 700 rupees per day. Sir, I am very sure that the government of the poor, as they claim, cannot forget this claim.
Shri Imran Pratapgadi.
कितनी आशाइशें हंसती रही हैं वानों में, कितने दर मेरी कहानी पे सदा बंद रहे। मेरे हाथों ने तो पोशाकें बिनी, मेरे हाथों ने तो पोशाकें बिनी रेशमी, लेकिन मेरे कपड़ों के मुकद्दर में तो पैबंद रहे। सभापति महोदय, मैं आज एक ऐसे समाज और उससे जुड़े उद्योग का दर्द आपके सामने रखने के लिए खड़ा हुआ हूं जिसे बुनकर समाज कहा जाता है, जो अपने हाथों के उंगलियों के हुनर से धागे से धागा जोड़ता है और हमारे आपके जिस्मों के लिए लिबास बनाता है। मैं एक ऐसे उद्योग का दर्द आपको सुना रहा हूं जो कृषि के बाद इस देश में सबसे ज्यादा रोजगार सृजित करता है। चाहे महाराष्ट्र का भिवंडी हो, मालेगांव हो, इचलकरंजी हो, उत्तर प्रदेश का बनारस हो, मऊ हो, मुबारकपुर हो, टांडा हो, मेरठ हो, इलाहाबाद का मऊआयमा हो, मध्य प्रदेश का बुरहानपुर हो, बिहार का भागलपुर हो, तमिलनाडु का सेलम हो, त्रिची हो या फिर आंध्र प्रदेश का गुंटूर हो, इन तमाम शहरों में लाखों परिवारों के घर का चूल्हा जिस उद्योग की बदौलत जलता है, वो उद्योग आज बदहाली का शिकार है। सभापति महोदय, पूरी टेक्सटाइल इंडस्ट्री में 60% लगभग कंट्रीब्यूशन पावर लूम इंडस्ट्री का है, लेकिन सरकार ने इस इंडस्ट्री को यतीम छोड़ दिया है, बेसहारा छोड़ दिया है। कांग्रेस की सरकार ने इसके सपोर्ट के लिए 30% कैपिटल सब्सिडी दी थी, लेकिन 2014 में जब भाजपा की सरकार आई तो उसे घटाकर 10% कर दिया और इन दिनों पिछले 6 महीने से उसे भी बंद कर रखा है। सभापति महोदय, गब्बर सिंह टैक्स यानी सरकारी भाषा में जीएसटी, धागों पर लगाई गई जीएसटी ने पूरी यॉर्न मार्केट को फ्लैक्चुएट कर रखा है। सभापति महोदय, यॉर्न मार्केट के फ्लैक्चुएशन ने यह दिखा दिया है कि उस पर सरकार का कोई कंट्रोल नहीं है और यह उद्योग उसकी वजह से ज्यादा तबाह हो रहा है। चाइना से नेपाल और बांग्लादेश के रास्ते होने वाली डंपिंग ने इस उद्योग की बर्बादी में और सहायता जताई है। पूरे एशिया में सबसे ज्यादा पावर लूम भिवंडी में हुआ करता है, लेकिन सरकारी उदासीनता के बाद पिछले दिनों 2 लाख से ज्यादा पावर लूम मशीनें कबाड़ में बिक गई। सभापति महोदय, जिस बनारस में कभी करघे पर बैठ करके कबीर दास जी झीनी बीनी चदरिया बुना करते थे, उसी बनारस में आज बुनकर भाई ईंट भट्ठों पर काम करने के लिए मजबूर हो गए। अंत में सभापति महोदय, मैं आपसे कहना चाहता हूं कि करघों के धागे टूट रहे हैं, मशीनें कबाड़ में बिक रही हैं, पावर लूम को सप्लाई होने वाली बिजली के बिलों का बोझ इतना भारी है कि बुनकरों के कंधे टूट रहे हैं। जीएसटी लगा करके सरकार ने उनकी कमर और तोड़ी है। सरकार ने जीएसटी की, आखिरी बात कह रहा हूं सभापति महोदय, सरकार ने जीएसटी की लिमिट 20 लाख रखी है। मैं अनुरोध कर रहा हूं, मांग कर रहा हूं कि जीएसटी की लिमिट कम से कम 50 लाख की जाए, इस उद्योग पर मरहम लगाया जाए, सस्ती बिजली दी जाए।
अब्दुल्ला, टाइम ओवर।
सर, thank you, Honorable Chairman, sir. Sir, my hometown Pudukkottai, the royal province which existed between the year 1680 to 1948, was the first princely state that signed the instrument of accession on 3rd March 1948 after independence. His Highness Raja Sir Rajgopala Dondaman Bahadur was the princely state 9th and last crowned ruler. He was the first king who signed the instrument of accession with the independent India wholeheartedly with his total treasury amount currently located at Pudukkottai district. Additionally, he selflessly donated his royal palace for the functioning of the district collectorate at the request of the then Chief Minister, Dr. Kalaignar. He also served as a president of Tamil Nadu Cricket Association, Kodaikanal Boat and Rowing Club also. As soon as India gained independence, he decided to adjoin his country with India without any duress. His Highness Raja Sir was honored with many royal medals by the government. He died on 16th January 1997 at the age of 74. Sir, then the Home Minister Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel got the confidence to unite India along with the princely state only because of him. His Highness Raja Sir was honored with the George V Silver Medal and George VI Coronation Medal in 1937 also, sir. During the last years of his life, he shunned away marriage to serve the people and lived like a saint-like life, sir. To commemorate his centenary recall and considering the legacy, magnanimity and simplicity of our beloved Raja, His Highness Raja Sir Rajagopala Dondaman Bagadur, I request the Union Government to release a commemorate postal stamp recognizing his service to the unity of our nation, sir. Thank you.
Shri Irana Kadadi.
धन्यवाद सभापति महोदय, आपने मुझे बोलने की अनुमति दी। बेलगावी हवाई अड्डे का निर्माण 1942 में रॉयल एयरफोर्स द्वारा किया गया था। 2018 में उड़ान 3 के अंतर्गत बेलगावी को 13 शहरों से जोड़ने के लिए 5 एयरलाइंस को चिन्हित किया गया था, जो इस योजना के तहत एक हवाई अड्डे को आवंटित उच्चतम हवाई मार्ग है। दिसंबर 2022 तक बेलगावी से दिल्ली, मुंबई, बेंगलुरु, अहमदाबाद, हैदराबाद, चेन्नई, इंदौर, नागपुर, नासिक, उदयपुर, जोधपुर, तिरुपति, पुणे, खड़प्पा, मैसूर और सूरत से जुड़ा हुआ था। बेलगावी में उड़ान योजना के लागू होने से पहले हवाई अड्डे से प्रति वर्ष 74,041 यात्री मार्ग के साथ 1176 उड़ानों चलती थी। उड़ान योजना शुरू होने के बाद हवाई अड्डे ने 231 और 22 में 2,80,000 यात्रियों के साथ 6,470 उड़ानों का संचालन किया। बेलगावी हवाई अड्डे को अंडर सर्व्ड एयरपोर्ट के श्रेणी में केंद्रीय नागरिक उड्डयन मंत्रालय द्वारा उड़ान अवार्ड चैंपियन ऑफ उड़ान से सम्मानित भी किया गया था। बेलगावी हवाई अड्डे को उड़ान योजना के अंतर्गत दिए जाने वाली सहायता की अवधि 3 वर्ष की है, जो 2023 में समाप्त हो जाएगी। सहायता न मिलने के कारण वर्तमान में कोई एयरलाइंस अपनी सेवाओं को बंद कर सकते हैं, जिसमें कुछ एयरलाइंस ने बंद भी कर दी है, जैसे अलायंस एयर की पुणे की फ्लाइट। इसके अतिरिक्त कुछ और वजह से स्पाइस जेट दिल्ली की मुंबई, हैदराबाद, बेंगलुरु की फ्लाइट, ट्रू जेट की तिरुपति, कड़प्पा, मैसूर, हैदराबाद की फ्लाइट, इंडिगो की चेन्नई की फ्लाइट, स्टार एयर की नासिक की फ्लाइट, दिल्ली तक चलने वाली फ्लाइट नॉन उड़ान रूट के अंतर्गत थी। दिल्ली वाली फ्लाइट का पैसेंजर लोड प्रतिदिन लगभग 280 यात्रियों आना और जाना मिलकर था। उसके बाद भी इस फ्लाइट को बंद कर दिया गया और बंद किए सभी रूट के पैसेंजर लोड काफी बेहतर था। बेलगावी कर्नाटक का दूसरा सबसे बड़ा जिला है। यह जिला कर्नाटक, गोवा, महाराष्ट्र तीनों राज्यों के सीमा पर स्थित है। बेलगावी प्रशासनिक दृष्टि से बहुत अधिक महत्व रखता है। प्रतिष्ठित
प्रोफेसर मनोज कुमार झा।
शुक्रिया सभापति महोदय, एक अत्यंत महत्वपूर्ण विषय की ओर आपने मुझे मौका दिया बोलने के लिए। ये एक ऐसा विषय है माननीय सभापति महोदय जिसमें पक्ष और विपक्ष में कोई विभेद नहीं हो सकता, मतभेद नहीं हो सकता। और ये मैं संपत्ति और आय के ह्यूज असमान वितरण के संदर्भ में ये बात कह रहा हूँ। माननीय सभापति महोदय, कई हमारे मित्रों ने भी चर्चा की और मुझे खुशी है इस बात की माननीय वित्त मंत्री साहिबा भी हमारे समक्ष हैं। और दिक्कत की बात यह है सर कि हम 5 ट्रिलियन की इकोनॉमी बन जाए, लेकिन असमानता के महासागर में समृद्धि के कुछ टापू हो और पूरा का पूरा देश असमानता के उस महासागर में गोते लगा रहा हो, तो ये उचित नहीं है सर। 5% अभी जो रिपोर्ट आई है, मैं जानता हूं आप कहेंगे आजकल ऑथेंटिकेट करने के लिए, तो मैं लेके आया हूं, लेकिन मेरी वाली कॉपी वापस करवा दीजिएगा सर जी। 5% भारतीयों के पास 60% संपत्ति है, उनकी संपत्ति से कोई भेद नहीं है सर। दिक्कत यह है कि 50% के पास सिर्फ 3% है। जब कोरोना में लोगों की आय घट रही थी सर, हमारे देश में करोड़पतियों और अरबपतियों की संख्या बढ़ रही थी। सर, ये अनायास नहीं होता है, ये सायास होता है। जिस समाज में धन और संपत्ति का इस प्रकार का असमान वितरण हो, हमारे पुरखों को अंदाजा था सर। डायरेक्टिव प्रिंसिपल्स ऑफ स्टेट पॉलिसी में आर्टिकल 39 क्लॉज सी, और मैं बार बार जब वित्त मंत्री जी के बजट पर मैं बोलता हूं, आग्रह करता हूं कि इसके नजरिए से बजट बनाइए। कुछ भी होगा, अगर हम इसको ना भरपाई कर पाए तो दिक्कत होगी। हमारे देश में भी सर सन 85 तक एक इस तरह के टैक्स की व्यवस्था थी, वेल्थ और इनहेरिटेंस। कई विश्व की अर्थव्यवस्थाओं में यह व्यवस्था है, क्या हम इसे वापस नहीं ला सकते सर? इस एक छोटे से प्रोग्रेसिव टैक्स के बाद हमारे पास एक इतनी बड़ी संपदा होगी, इतना बड़ा पूल होगा कि वित्त मंत्री साहिबा को डेफिसिट नहीं देखना पड़ेगा। आप जो कुछ करना चाहते हैं लोक कल्याण के लिए, आप कर पाएंगी। मैं समझता हूं कि सर, धनिकों के आधार पर, सुपर धनिकों के आधार पर जिस भी समाज ने अपने निर्माण की नींव रखी है, उस समाज में क्रैक्स आए हैं सर, ज्वालामुखी की तरह धधक रहा है असमानता का पूरा मसला। अगर मैं आग्रह करूंगा आपके माध्यम से माननीय सभापति महोदय कि पूरा सत्ता पक्ष विपक्ष मिलकर के एक इस तरह के टैक्सेशन की व्यवस्था करें, ताकि आप हेल्थ के क्षेत्र में, एजुकेशन के क्षेत्र में, सर अभी 28 सेकंड बाकी है, हम सार्थक पहलकदमियां कर सकें। और हां, आखिर में फिर से दोहराऊंगा कि आर्टिकल 39 क्लॉज सी सब पढ़ें, उसके हिसाब से नीतियां गढ़ें तो देश बेहतर होगा। और अमृत काल में सचमुच अमृत सबके हिस्से में आएगा, ना सिर्फ कुछ के हिस्से में सिमट के रह जाएगा। शुक्रिया सर, जय हिंद।
If the professor can conclude in 2 minutes, there is no harm. Why take 3 minutes? Shri Brajlal.
धन्यवाद सभापति महोदय।
आप कुछ मेहरबान रहिए। मैं आपका
धन्यवाद सभापति महोदय। धन्यवाद सभापति महोदय। मैं आपका ध्यान धारा 304A आईपीसी की तरफ आकृष्ट करना चाहता हूं। जो एक्सीडेंट होता है, मृत्यु होती है, तो उसमें ये लिखा जाता है। महोदय, 2021 का जो आंकड़ा है, उसमें पूरे देश में 4 लाख एक्सीडेंट हुए, 1,55,000 लोग एक्सीडेंट में मारे गए, और इसमें 68% जो संख्या है वो 18 से 45 वर्ष के लोगों की है, जो लाइफ का प्राइम एज होता है, देश के प्रोडक्टिविटी में काम आता है। महोदय, जो घायल हुए हैं उनकी संख्या 3.7 लाख है। हत्या में इस देश में जो 2021 में हत्याएं हुई हैं, जिसमें लोग 30,000 लोग मारे गए, तो एक्सीडेंट में जो मारे गए हैं उनकी संख्या मर्डर से 5.17 गुना है। ये बड़ा अलार्मिंग है महोदय। एक्सीडेंट में जो मुकदमे कायम होते हैं उसमें सजा है 2 साल की, और वो थाने से अवेलेबल है। चाहे कोई एक्सीडेंट करके फुटपाथ पर सोते हुए मजदूरों को दबा दे, किसी को झोपड़ी में घुसा दे, तब भी सजा महोदय मात्र 2 साल की है। और जो एक्सीडेंट होते हैं उसमें 85.4% एक्सीडेंट ओवर स्पीडिंग से होते हैं। महोदय, मेरा ये कहना है कि अंग्रेजों के ज़माने का कानून था, गाड़ी उन्हीं के पास होती थी, वही चलाते हैं, और आज भी जो है बड़ा वर्ग है उसी के पास है, तो थाने से ही अवेलेबल हो जाए, एक दिन भी जेल नहीं जाएगा। मेरा आपसे अनुरोध ये है कि धारा 304A है, उसमें अमेंडमेंट करके एक धारा जोड़ा जाए 304AA। अगर एक्सीडेंट कोई शराब के नशे में करता है, ड्रग्स में करता है, जॉय राइडिंग में करता है, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक उपकरणों का प्रयोग करता है, तो उसकी जिम्मेदारी ज़्यादा बनती है, उसमें सज़ा का प्राविधान भी ज़्यादा होना चाहिए, और उसमें फाइन भी ज़्यादा होना चाहिए, जो मृतक के परिवार को दिया जा सके। इसलिए मेरा अनुरोध है महोदय कि ये 304A में कम से कम 7 साल की सज़ा होनी चाहिए, जुर्माना ज़्यादा होना चाहिए, और वो जुर्माना जो मृतक का परिवार है उसको दिया जाना चाहिए। यही मेरा कहना है महोदय। जय हिंद।
डॉक्टर अमर पटनायक।
Thank you, Chairman, sir, for giving me this opportunity. Sir, as per the latest report of TRI, that is 31st July 2022, the overall tele density of Orissa is 75.23%, which is within the bottom 5 states of India. Even the Northeast has higher tele density at 77.98% and Jammu and Kashmir at 88.18%. The national average is 85.11%. So you can imagine the kind of service, the denial of digital services to the people staying in this region. Now within this, the rural tele density is only 62.73%, internet density is 34.51%. All these statistics give one particular picture clear that the rural people of Orissa have no benefit from the extension of digital revolution in the country. The KBK region, sir, this has 7 aspirational districts. Now, in this region, sir, 10,000 villages have no internet connectivity, no tele-density, sir. 6,278 villages are still without mobile access or connectivity, sir. Now, wherever there is a internet connectivity, the signal is so weak that they have to either climb up to a house, and if they don't have a house because it's Malkangiri and areas, they have to climb up a tree, sir. Now, in this kind of a scenario, sir, it was envisaged to install towers, mobile towers, and there was a proposal for it. The proposal is LWU Phase 2, Reliance Jio was supposed to install 483 towers. Aspirational Districts Projects, 2,379 towers. 4G Saturation Project, 1,572 towers, and similar such proposals. But there is no timeline given for completion of these projects. When will they be completed? Similarly, sir, the BharatNet project, sir. Now this, the government of Orissa had asked for approximately rupees 327 crore under the special assistance for increasing utilization of BharatNet Phase 2 in the state. These funds have also not been released. So what concerns me is, so the budget, the center's current recent budget estimates is 26% less than the previous budget estimate of last year and 37% less than the revised estimates. In such a scenario, sir, I shudder to think how this entire project will be completed and digital connectivity in the remotest part of Orissa, particularly the rural left-wing extremist affected areas, will be completed. So through you, sir, I urge the government to have a concerted effort in completing this project and ensuring that tele-density and internet connectivity increases in the rural part of Orissa. Thank you so much, sir.
Dr. Fozia Khan.
Thank you very much, Chairman, sir. Sir, as per the data revealed by SAFAR, India Institute of Tropical Meteorology, IITM, the air quality of cities like Mumbai and Pune have dropped to poor and very poor levels, sir. Sir, this is the result of the northeasterly and the easterly wind flow, which carries pollutants and moisture with it. The pollutants which flow from the Indo-Gangetic Basin and central India, combined with constant drop in temperature and the cloudy weather throughout the day, have rendered these pollutants to stay within the vicinity of humans, blocking their escape to higher levels in the atmosphere, sir. So usually when temperatures are high, humidity is less and there is dry weather with greater particle suspension. These pollutants are responsible for the falling of the PM 2.5 concentration to 317 micrograms per cubic meter in Pune and 313 micrograms per cubic meter in Mumbai, when the maximum possible limit is 60 micrograms per cubic meter, sir. A more or less similar situation is there throughout the state concerning these affairs. Additionally, it has left the doctors worried about a hike in cases of upper respiratory tract infections, bronchial asthma, and heart issues, sir. These pollutants could either be from dust or pollen or from vehicular emissions. Sir, although at present it's not in the hands of humans to alter the structure of winds and the climate, a robust mechanism to combat factors that lead to air pollution must be raised. Sir, And the health infrastructure for this needs to be maintained to address such issues, so that people affected, especially the senior citizens, can avail themselves of the benefit of the same. At the end, I will only say, sir, be a part of the solution and not part of the pollution. Thank you, sir.
Srimati J.B. Mathur Isham.
Sir, I'm deeply obliged by the opportunity. I would like to draw your kind attention to the impending crisis faced by the paddy farmers in Kerala. So the paddy farmers in Kerala, the state corporation had procured 482 crores worth of paddy, but unfortunately only 45 crores have been paid to them. 437 crores is pending with them. And why this happened? Because about 580 crores is pending from the government, union government to the state, and 460 crore from the state government. So the farmers, if the paddy farmers are not provided with the money which they are rightfully due, it is pushing them towards the wall, and it is very, very unfortunate that the payment is not being paid. Sir, all I'm asking for is that the union government should make the payment which is due of about 580 crores, sir. I'm not asking for 21,370 crores from State Bank of India, sir. I'm not asking for 70,000 from LIC, sir. All I'm asking is 580 crores, which is rightfully due to the paddy farmers of Kerala. So let me respectfully remind that our country's and this government's priority ought to be farmers and not a company. Let me also respectfully remind that our country's and this government's priority ought to be to ensure that every one out of 140 crores of people in this country, they should not stay without food, and not the priority should be to make 1% richest in the world, sir. Let me also respectfully remind that our country's and this government's priority should be to ensure that not a single youth will stay without employment, and but not to make all sectors being given to one person, sir. So I take this opportunity to once again respectfully submit to remind this government that our priority is farmers, and in Kerala, this paddy farmers is facing grave injustice, and if union government is given this 580 crores, it will be a great blessing. And I can assure you one more thing, sir, if this 580 crores is given, nobody in this country will ask for JPC. There will not be walkout. Sir, there will not be any kind of issue, but there will be definitely a great blessing by the farmers. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Shri Kartike Sharma.
Thank you, Honorable Chairman, sir. I want to bring to the attention the need to ensure protection of all rights of patients from the arbitrariness of private hospitals. Indian Constitution guarantees fundamental rights to each and every citizen of India. Article 21 of the Constitution of India guarantees a fundamental right to life and personal liberty. The Constitution of India does not expressly recognize the right to health as a fundamental right under Part 3 of the Constitution. However, through judicial interpretation, this has been read into the fundamental rights to life and personal liberty, Article 21, and is now considered an inseparable part of the right to life. The right to health is inherent to life with dignity. Article 39E, 41 and 43 of Directive Principles of State Policy put the obligation on the state in order to ensure the effective realization of the right to health. Despite constitutional provisions of the right to health care, private hospitals deal with the citizens in an arbitrary manner and violate their basic rights. If the patient's family is unable to bear the hospital expenses, it has been noticed in most of the cases that until a patient or his or her relatives end up paying the bill, the patient is not discharged and held in the hospital even if they are unable to do so. For instance, in November 2020, a woman patient after her delivery was held by a private hospital at Kushinagar in Uttar Pradesh for not paying the hospital bills. The patient's family had to approach the police administration in order to get the women free from the hospital. In August 2019, another patient was held by the Apollo Spectra Hospital of Delhi for non-payment of bills post-surgery. Not only this, there have also been many cases of seizing dead bodies. Such an incident reported last year from the Shahdol district of Madhya Pradesh, where the doctors of the Devanta hospital took the dead body under their charge, and just because the relatives of the deceased could not pay the hospital bills in time. Similar cases are also being registered from other parts of the country, where the patients are met with inhumane conditions. Certain cases have been brought to light where patients have been tied to the bed by the hospital administration for non-payment of bills, and doctors ignored the patient's health by showing negligence in their treatment. In this regard, the Devesh Singh Chauhan versus State in the other cases, Delhi High Court in 2016 held that no hospital can hold a patient under any circumstances, even if it is a case of non-payment of bills. Along with this, it is also unambiguously mentioned in the Charter of Patients' Rights prepared by NHRC that the patient has the right to be discharged. Patient cannot be held by the authority of the hospital under any circumstances. The report on the Competition Commission of India in 2021 states that the charges of renowned hospitals like Delhi, Fortis, Max, Apollo, Sir, Gangaram, St. Stephen's, etc. are very high. These hospitals charge thousands of times more.
Dr. Shantanu Sen.
Thank you, respected Chair. Good morning, one and all. My topic is on the amount that the government of West Bengal is supposed to get from the central government, which is definitely known to you, sir, that as because you happen to be our learned and beloved governor at that point of time. Sir, on 18th of November 2021, our Honorable Chief Minister has met with our Honorable Prime Minister, and thereafter on 5th of August 2022, once again she has given all the documents, which has shown that there was a dues amount of 1,968 crores, sir. If we can categorize for the welfare project like Narega, it was 6,561 crore. For Amphan calamity, it was 4,200 crore. For COVID and other natural calamities, it was more than 6,000 crore. For Narega, I have said for PM Awas Yojana, it was more than 9,000 crore. For PM Gram Sadak Yojana, the dues were more than 2,000 crore. For midday meal, the dues were 174 crore. For Swachh Bharat Mission, it was 344 crore. For food subsidy, it was more than 1,200 crore. For PM Janavikas Karyakram Yojana, it was 44 crore. And the ongoing Geleghai Kapaleshwari flood, it was 178 crore. Said, since then till now, only a meager amount has been cleared, sir. At the same time, sometimes the funds are getting released at the fag end of the financial year, leading to complication so far the implementation of the project is concerned. So far the PM Awas Yojana is concerned, till date, we are supposed to get the first installment for more than 11,33,000 houses, sir. So far the Narega is concerned, we have seen there has been a slash down of this budgetary allocation by 33%, though it is the largest social welfare project, sir. We can easily record the PM's comment regarding Narega, but unfortunately, we are yet to get a huge amount for this Narega project, sir. Sir, though West Bengal happens to be one of the best performing states, but because of political vendetta, West Bengal has been facing this financial blockade from this government of India, sir. Sir, we have been facing several central agencies. Midday meal is facing CAG audit, but PM Chaos Fund is not facing any CAG audit, sir. This is very unfortunate, sir. So far the name changing is concerned, this government is the pioneer of changing the names of several projects, sir. My humble submission to the government, don't do this vendetta politics with the best performing state like the state of West Bengal, which is doing its best under the leadership of Madam Mamata Banerjee. Kindly clear the dues for the social welfare projects which you are supposed to clear, sir. This is our humble submission before the government. Thank you very much.
Siri Tiruchi Siva.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, sir. Sir, the health workers comprising of the doctors, the nurses, and the hospital staff are a vital part of the society, and they work selflessly and are considered to be the living gods on earth. So, but these health workers are constantly undergoing violence, sir. They face frequent violence in their workplace. Not only physical violence, sir, but also damage to the hospital clinical establishments. Sir, according to a survey conducted by the Indian Medical Association, 75% of doctors surveyed had suffered at least one form of physical violence in their entire career. And most of them are done by the family of the patients. Sir, several factors contribute to violence against healthcare workers, including infrastructural gaps, weak security apparatus in clinical establishments, delayed response by law enforcement agencies, insufficient facilities of counseling attendance, unregulated entry of trespassers, lack of stringent legal provisions, and overburdened doctors. Sir, an amendment was made in the year 2020 in the Epidemic Diseases Act. Despite that, sir, the intensity is increasing day by day. Sir, the amendment merely safeguards also only violence against the situation during an epidemic situation. Sir, I urge the government, it should proactively work towards ensuring a safe environment for the health workers. Sir, it has to consider adding norms for hospitals to have security measures, including CCTVs, and well-defined restrictions on the entry of visitors, and must also include cyber trolling. Additionally, sir, these offences should be made as non-bailable. At present, sir, these cases are dealt only by very lenient IPC sections. Sir, before the punishment is given, everything gets slabs. Sir, 21 states and union territories already have a law in place, but we need a law at the union level, sir, to have a uniformity. Sir, the increasing frequency of cases is not only detrimental to them, sir, but of course, it shatters the edifice on which a doctor-patient relationship results, which is their faith. Sir, their dedicated involvement may also get disturbed. So taking all these into consideration, sir, the government, I urge again, ought to introduce a legislation in their favor that will instill the long-last confidence in the minds of the medical fraternity. Thank you very much.
Shri Rajendra Gehlot.
माननीय सभापति जी, मैं आपका ध्यान मेरे राज्य राजस्थान में हुई ओलावृष्टि के कारण किसानों की खड़ी फसल बर्बाद होने से हुए नुकसान की ओर आकर्षित करना चाहता हूं। राजस्थान में ओलावृष्टि से सबसे बड़ी मार किसानों पे पड़ी है। जनवरी माह के अंत में राजस्थान में हुई भारी ओलावृष्टि और बरसात के कारण लगभग 14 जिलों में करीब 15 लाख हेक्टेयर खेती खराब हो गई है, जबकि 109 लाख हेक्टेयर में हुई फसल प्रभावित हुई है। 65% फसल बर्बाद हो चुकी है। इसका किसानों की आजीविका अर्थव्यवस्था पर गहरा प्रभाव पड़ा है। महोदय, राजस्थान सरकार को बार-बार मांग करने के बाद भी इस फसल का जो आंकलन करके किसानों की मदद करनी चाहिए थी, वो मदद नहीं कर पा रही है। इसलिए मैं कृषि व किसान कल्याण मंत्री से आग्रह करूंगा कि इस मामले में संज्ञान लेते हुए किसानों पर आई हुई इस आपदा और प्राथमिकता देते हुए राजस्थान के किसानों को नुकसान का आकलन अतिशीघ्र करवा कर किसान फसल बीमा योजना के अंतर्गत मुआवजा वितरण अतिशीघ्र करवाने की व्यवस्था करें, जिसे आपदा से 10 किसानों को राहत मिल सके। धन्यवाद।
डॉक्टर वी शिवादासन.
Respected Chair, I would like to share the burning issues of agriculture workers in our country. So, highest workers in India is in agriculture sector. So, Mahatma Gandhi told us India is living in villages. But, sir, what is the condition of our agriculture workers in our country? They are not getting proper wages. They don't have enough employment in their village. Why it is happening, sir? Sir, the wage of agriculture workers, the average wage or per day wage is below than the price of the 1 liter petrol, sir. So it should be addressed. Sir, here, Union government is not ready to provide any financial assistance for the upliftment of the agricultural workers in our country. Here, some states, like Kerala, they are introducing some welfare measures for agriculture workers. The agriculture pension is there. Agriculture pension is there in Kerala. There, 1,600 rupees is a per month pension for agriculture workers. So why it is not implemented in Uttar Pradesh? Why it is not in Gujarat? So agriculture workers pension, the government, union government should take the initiative for implement the agriculture workers pension. The agriculture workers welfare scheme, what is the condition all over India, the welfare schemes? So agriculture, the children of agriculture workers is studying very pathetic condition. Their education facilities are very bad shape. Their health facilities in villages are very bad shape. So agriculture, for the upliftment of the agriculture workers sector, the intervention of the government, union government is very necessary. Mahatma Gandhi Gramin employment scheme, guarantee scheme, what is the condition now, MGNREG? So day by day, we are hearing the news of reduction of fund allocation and the programs and projects. There, the duty of the union government is to provide the fund to the state government for the welfare scheme of the agriculture workers. Basically, they are the real annadatas of the nation. You don't forget the real annadatas of the nation. Sir, the salary of the agriculture workers, it should be increased. So the financial assistance of the union government is very necessary for that. In education sector, so children of agriculture workers in studying in villages without pakka building. So government should provide special scheme for agriculture workers' children. The government should provide the health facilities for them. Each and every village, special care, health care centers, government should arrange for agriculture workers. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Shrimati Shanta Chetri.
Thank you, sir. My subject matter is demand for inclusion of Lepcha language in 8th schedule. Khambrimo, sir, it means in Lepcha language, namaskar, for allowing me to speak. I would like to draw the kind attention of this august house that Lepcha is a Himalayas language spoken by Lepcha people in Sikkim, parts of West Bengal in Darjeeling and Kalimpong. The United Nations National Scientific and Cultural Organization, UNESCO, lists Lepcha as an endangered language. The Lepcha language is spoken in Sikkim and Darjeeling and Kalimpong district in West Bengal. Sir, the 1991 Indian census counted 39,342 speakers of Lepcha. Lepcha is considered to be one of the indigenous languages of the area in which it is spoken. Lepcha people have their own indigenous script. I humbly urge the August House to draw the kind attention of the Honorable Prime Minister to include the long pending demand of Lepcha people to include their language in 8th schedule. This will ensure the preservation and growth of the rich language. Toksimo, sir, that means thank you.
Dr. Dharamistal Virender Hegde.
Honorable Speaker, sir, thank you for this opportunity. India is a country of villages and has the traditional medicine system Ayurveda. People across the country are following traditional Indian medical system of Ayush. Ayurveda is called the science of life, plays an important role in maintaining physical well-being and resisting diseases. The government should launch health awareness campaigns to promote physical activity, walking, and encourage people not to follow a sedentary lifestyle. Use of plants as a source of medicine has been an ancient practice and is an important component of the healthcare system in India. In India, about 70% of rural population depends on Indian traditional Ayurveda system of medicine. Most healers or practitioners of the traditional system of medicine prepare formulations by their own recipes and dispense to the patients, improving the information and services provided in local pharmacies that are the primary source of treatment for many ailments in rural areas might serve as an effective substitute for allowing an unregulated use of conventional medical treatment. The government campaigns should aim to promote Ayurveda and Yoga as disciplines to help lead a healthy life. The government should launch a scheme in rural areas to popularize Ayush-based lifestyles, which are promoted through behavioral change in communication, training of village health workers towards identification and use of local medicinal plants, and provisions of Ayush health services. What are the measures taken by the Ministry of Ayush for further propagating the natural medical system, especially in rural areas of the country? Whether the government has prepared and distributing authentic publicity material on Ayurveda and Yoga, including new media, internet, multimedia, print media and digital media campaigns, and setting up platforms for the same. There is a need to revisit the state policies to further strengthen the traditional healthcare systems in the country. In view of the rising demand for Ayush modalities and therapeutics, the limitations of statutory regulations towards Ayush system need to be relooked. The Ministry of Ayush should devise mechanisms for centralized data collection and real-time monitoring with the states and UTS. It is evident that the Ayush system has a countrywide network and is playing a very important role in the mitigation of diseases with low cost. Ayush preventive measures play a vitally important role in maintaining the well-being of people. Various treatment modalities support the existing standard treatment protocols. Even some other countries are attracted towards this, and I wish that there is attention will be paid to this.
Siri P. Wilson.
Chairman, sir, I raise to bring to the kind attention of this august House the issue relating to the abolition of toll plazas on national highways across the country. Sir, I made a special mention in this august House requesting the abolition of toll plazas across the country and collect a one-time fee at the time of registration of the vehicles, and to ensure that the right to travel, which is a fundamental right, is accessible and available to all. On 15/11/2022, I received a response from the Honorable Union Minister of Road Transport and Highways in which he assured that in respect of the public-funded project, the fee leviable would be reduced to 40% of the user fee, which means 60% of the fees alone will be collected in these toll plazas. Sir, I am thankful to the Honorable Union Minister. However, I would like to place on record that this has not yet been implemented till today, thereby causing hardships, financial burdens to the peoples who have no choice but to use the toll roads and shell out huge money while crossing the toll plazas. Especially those living adjacent to the toll roads have to use the roads every day, and despite monthly passes available, it is still expensive for the common man. Sir, in Tamil Nadu, I can give two examples where even after realization of the investment, they are collecting even for 15 years. They are Paranur and Athur on Tambaram, Dindivanam, NH 45, and Nemili and Chenna Samudram on Punumali Valajapat, NH 4. Sir, as per National Highways rules, two toll plazas within 60 kilometers is prohibited. In the said letter returned to me, the Honourable Minister has mentioned that the issue raised by me with regard to the toll plazas being located within less than 60 kilometers distance of each other would be resolved. However, in Tamil Nadu, out of 48 toll plazas located, as per National Highways rules, there could be only 16 toll plazas. Thus, there is an excess of 32 toll plazas. In fact, National Highways Authority of India itself has identified 22 toll gates located within 60 kilometers of adjacent plazas on 13 national highways in Tamil Nadu. And these toll plazas are yet to be removed. Sir, ultimately, the lower economic class and middle class are suffering. Small-time vendors, lorry operators and transporters are spending huge chunks of their monthly budget towards toll. These are people who even pledge their jewels to make ends their meat. We should not put the burden of paying for road infrastructure on them. Sir, the problem is not only in Tamil Nadu, but it is seen in pan-India. There are more than 1,000 toll plazas in India. These are toll plazas in which public is compelled to pay toll plazas for incomplete facilities that do at exorbitant rates. To make matters worse, NHA increases toll plazas mechanically year by year. There is no independent regulatory authority which determines the toll fees. The formula adopted to justify periodical increase of toll fees is higher unscientific, no rationality, and is highly arbitrary. An official in the cadre of Deputy Secretary simply raises a mathematical formula found in the concession agreement and keeps on increasing the toll fees mechanically. Even the state government's public transports are charged. Sir, therefore, the time has come where all toll plazas have to be abolished completely as it hampers free movement, development, and industrialization. I urge the Honourable Transport Minister to look into this matter urgently.
Shri Jose K. Mani.
Thank you, sir. Yes. This is about a severe crisis faced by the fishermen community. There are about 28 million people in the country rely on fishing for their livelihood. In Kerala itself, there are about 11 lakh fishermen. The worst flood which hit the Kerala in 2018, they rescued about 50,000 people who were in the verge of death. So the livelihood of the fishermen community is getting hampered due to erratic weather condition, threat of climatic cyclonic storms, coastal erosion, excess tourism and development projects, which leads to large-scale displacement of fishing community. They have been hit hard by the aggressive trawling by the foreign fishing vessels and commercial fishing. The families are in constant danger of displacement. We take the case of tribal communities. The right of our forest resources were recognized by the Forest Right Act 2006. The Act recognized the symbiotic relationship of the tribal communities with the forest. They are given individual as well as community rights for the forest resource. In the same way, sir, the fishermen community had the traditional right to our marine resources. They are sons of sea. However, there are no laws currently in place to protect their rights. In this regard, I would urge the government to come up with a suitable legislation in the lines of the Forest Right Act to recognize the right of fishing community over marine resources. Thank you.
Question hour.